I've developed the best trading indicator, and in this video, I'm gonna go through why this actually works. A lot of the indicators that you're gonna find on YouTube or any paid indicator really, once you put them to the test, you realize that they don't actually work. So in this video, I wanted to go over my easy oscillator. Now, I'm not even gonna worry about the algo for now, so I'm gonna hide all this. I mainly just want to go over the oscillator, okay? So the oscillator is this thing down here where you see these momentum waves, you see these big or small buy or sell dots, and then the bull or bear labels. So I'm gonna explain exactly what that is and why this works. Now, anytime I enter a trade, I always make sure I have confluence with the oscillator. So some of you guys may have heard of the RSI. The RSI is a lagging indicator. It's a lagging oscillator. Same with the MACD. So what I've developed is a real-time oscillator. This is non-repaint. It will flash these buy and sell dots and these bullish and bearish divergences. Now, I mainly use this oscillator for two things. Okay, I use this indicator for two things. Okay, the first thing, let me make this a little bit bigger, all right? The first thing that I use this for, okay, is the overbought and the oversold zones. Okay, I'll get into this in 1 second, all right? And then number two, I use it for the bullish and bearish divergences. And I'll go over this as well. So we're going to start with the overbought and oversold zone. So this is meant to be a confluence to add to your current trading strategy. If you guys want this indicator for yourself, you can click the first link in the description below. So the overbought and the oversold zones are this blue zone down here and this gray zone up here. So anytime price is approaching or is in the overbought zone, you can start to look for longs. Now, it doesn't mean you want to just FOMO in on a long as soon as price is oversold. That's when you want to go to a lower time frame and look for confluences, right? You can see here, we got the buy dot and price shot up directly from that buy dot, right? If I zoom in, I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys, right? You can see right here. And then we have the overbought zone, which is going to be the exact opposite. So anytime price comes up to this overbought zone, you can look to take shorts. For example, here, right? Price goes down. And for example, here, right? Price goes down, right? So very, very accurate on its own without even using any other confluences. But of course, we want to take high probability trades. So we want to add this to our current trading strategy. So that's the first way I use this indicator. Now, the second way I use this is for the bullish and bearish divergences. So a divergence is when price and momentum are doing the opposite. It's a discrepancy in price and momentum. So for example, if price is making a higher high as the momentum on the oscillator is making a lower low, this is called a bearish divergence, right? It means buying pressure is becoming weaker and weaker as price is creating a higher high, telling us that this is likely just a liquidity grab and that price will continue back in the downside direction. So that is a bearish divergence. Now, obviously it's going to be the opposite for a bullish divergence, right? If price is making a lower low and momentum is making a higher low like this, right? You can see that these are doing the opposite. Momentum is moving up while price is moving down. This is the same thing as the bearish, except for the bullish. So selling momentum, selling pressure is running out. Momentum is now flipping bullish, which we can see on the oscillator. Now, we also have some other inputs on the oscillator, like the volume, for example, which is another great added confluence. But I mainly just use the momentum flips in the overbought and oversold zones, and then the bullish and bearish divergences. So let's get into how you can actually use this and develop a strategy with this indicator. Now, I would recommend clicking the first link in the description below because we'll actually teach you inside the group exactly the right strategies to use with this, and also follow my personal daily analysis and signals. It's a lot easier to learn something when you're following someone else who has done it for a long time. A big part of my trading strategy is I always find areas of interest, right? I always find areas of interest or levels that have been respected well in the past. Okay, these are called key levels, right? Key horizontal levels. For example, I can see that this is a support zone right here. And I can see we also have a few more support zones down here. Now, it takes a little bit of time to be able to draw these zones manually, which is why in our easy algo bundle, we actually have automatic support and resistance. But you want to use these divergences as price is approaching these key support and resistance zones. For example, at this level, we had actually taken a long inside the pro discord. Of course, we posted this in advance. We took a long literally from right here, okay? Because we were at a high time frame level of interest, a level that had acted as resistance in the past, flipped to support, and we were holding this level, and we saw that bullish divergence, right? And again, if I go into replay mode, this is all real time, right? So price is at our key level, it's at our golden pocket fib level. If you guys don't know what the golden pocket fib is, I've made videos on that in the past as well. And we see that momentum is increasing to the upside, right? And you can see that price is decreasing to the downside. So we are seeing in real time a discrepancy in price and momentum, telling us that selling pressure has weakened here and that bulls are still in control. So as long as we get that confirmed divergence, which we get right here, boom, right? And we reclaim the level, that is where you want to flip long, stop loss below this level, and you want to target this high here for a 1 to 4.6, right? So you're risking, let's say 1,000 to make, nearly $5,000, and that was a pretty easy trade there. So that is an example of, how I use this in real time to add to my strategy. Now, another trade that we also took was this short position from right here, right? We can see that this was a very strong resistance level in the past, right? It's a key level, acted as support, resistance, came back up to this level, right? And then we got a bearish divergence, right? You can see this in real time, right? We got a bearish divergence right here as price is technically still at that resistance level. We even took some of the highs over here. So our bias now is going to be short, right? We got that bearish divergence. We can wait for this to confirm. Okay, I already confirmed there. Wait for some more bearish momentum. Somewhere, let me see where I would enter. Probably somewhere around here. Okay, we're seeing some bearish consolidation. I would enter the short position, right? Stop loss above the swing high. And these are trades that we're calling out in real time, guys. So I'm not just going back and past price action. I'm posting this live every single day in the Discord. So, if you want proof, you can join the Discord, right? And then we can see, boom, price fails. And even for more confirmation, you can enter on this bearish candle after we had failed to hold that level, right? But the main confirmation here is going to be that bearish divergence. And where do you take profit? Well, you probably want to take profit here as the oscillator is starting to flip bullish again in the oversold zone. So these can also be very good take profit points as well. So let's go to a real-time setup on Ethereum, right? Again, using this strategy. So I can see here on a 4-hour time frame that we are at an area of interest. We are at a key level with price history. This is a key support level that we've tested multiple times in the past. I can see on the oscillator we are approaching that oversold zone. And if we go down to a lower time frame, you can actually see we have bullish divergences here, right? Bullish divergences here on the oscillator, right? Momentum is increasing to the upside as price is making lower lows to the downside, right? This is bullish momentum. So I have actually entered a long in real time currently on Ethereum based on these confluences. And even if we go to a 1-hour time frame, boom, you can see we have a bullish divergence confirmed here. Now, this is an example, if we go back, of a bullish divergence that didn't play out. This is why it's very important to have your key levels, because price is not at a key level when we got this bullish divergence here on the 1-hour time frame. We weren't at any sort of key level, so obviously we're not going to take that trade. And even if we go back in previous price action, right, we can see here, Ethereum is retesting a key level. We're seeing bullish divergences. Enter the trade. Right, we get a sell dot, price goes down at resistance. A buy dot, price at support, price goes up. Bearish divergences, right? Now is the time to think about taking profit or flipping short. Okay, comes down to support once again, another key level with a buy dot on the oscillator, price goes up. And again, you can go to a lower time frame as price is approaching these higher time frame key levels and look for bullish divergences, right? You can see we're getting bullish divergences. Maybe even wait for a structure break here on a lower time frame. So wait for structure to break to the upside after those bullish divergences to confirm that the long is valid. Enter the long position. Yeah, I literally would not be able to trade without the easy oscillator. I know that's super biased, but once you start trading with this, you will never go back to having a naked chart. You will never be able to trade price action again, because it's so crucial to see those momentum imbalances, to see those discrepancies, right? You need to see those bullish and bearish divergences. It adds so much more confidence to your trades. And just for some more proof that what I'm teaching you guys actually works, I had a 71% win rate last month. I'll post it on the screen here. And the only stop outs were just hedge shorts where I was already long. So really it was like 90 to 95% win rate. All right, again, if you want access to these indicators, be sure to click the first link in the description below. I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. And also feel free to ask any questions in the comments or in the Discord. I'll get back to you guys.